Arnav, please start your video and unmute yourself. Arnav, unmute yourself and start your video.
Sir, there is no Arnav here.
Hello.
Yeah, Arnav.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you kindly start your video.
Yes, sir. Am I visible?
And just hold. Okay. Your mock is tomorrow?
Yes, sir. At 3:45 p.m.
Yeah, but okay, let me just check the sound. Fine. You can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good, good. Okay, so first thing is your background for tomorrow's interview should be plain, like it is behind me.
So there would be an issue for that. Actually, I'm injured,
Okay, okay, okay,
but
okay.
I'm assigned bed rest.
Okay, just hold.
What
Okay,
should I say to the interview?
okay. So maybe then when they start the interview, uh, there is a curtain behind you. You try to pull, cover the whole mirror behind you with the curtain, if possible.
I can try that. Yeah, I have a
Now
curtain
it is
outside.
okay. Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
that there is no multicolored things in your background. Even the
Background. Yes, sir.
the fan is visible through the glass, which is there
Right,
behind.
sir.
So try to keep it as simple and as plain as possible. Okay.
Right, sir.
So I wish you fast recovery.
Thank you, sir.
So let's start. So Arnav, introduce yourself.
Hi. Good evening. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Arnav Kapoor. I'm from Ludhiana. My father is a businessman, and I lived in a joint family of 9 members. And uh, I just forgot. Can I start again?
Mhm. Okay, I'll give you now once you have stopped yourself. So uh, you don't need to thank them to give you an opportunity to introduce yourself.
Right, sir.
Okay, so you first of all they will make you to enter the meeting room,
Meeting room. Yes, sir.
and then they will ask you, "Can you hear us?" Like as I asked you, and then you can also ask, "Sir, can you also hear me?" And once you receive confirmation that they say yes, we can hear you, Arnav, then you should wish them. Your video has stopped. Arnav, your video has stopped. I think there is some problem at your internet. we'll have to wait for some time till Arnav joins back. All others who are attending it, Arnav's net got disconnected. So we should be ready for such eventuality during the interview also. So keep a backup of your mobile through hotspot. You should also be able to run the show if the Wi-Fi or the normal internet connection gets disconnected. He said, I called him, he said he's checking his net. Just wait for some time.
Hello.
Yes, Arnav,
Yes, sir.
this kind of thing can happen even during the interview. So you need to keep
Yes,
your
sir.
hotspot backup ready.
Yes, sir. There was a power cut actually.
Never mind. So no need to thank them for giving you an opportunity to introduce yourself.
Right, sir.
Just start with the introduction, and then once they have checked with you that can you hear us, and you
Yes,
have
sir.
checked that can you also hear me, and then you can wish the panelists
Right, sir.
as per the time. If it is after 12, then afternoon, good afternoon, sir. Good
Right,
afternoon. Okay, then okay. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm hello. Good afternoon,
Okay,
all
it's
members.
okay. Yeah. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Arnav Kapoor. I am from Ludhiana. I live in a joint family of 9 members, and my father is a businessman. I have recently completed my class 12th in commerce from Sacred Heart Convent School, Ludhiana. My hobbies are playing football and swimming, and I have proudly represented my school as well as my city at state and district level in both the games. And I also like to express myself on stage through stand-up comedy and acting. And if given a chance, I would be surely an asset to the university. And in coming years to come, I would make myself, my family, and Christ University proud.
Your interview is for BCom or BBA?
It's for BBA.
BBA. So why you want to do first thing? You try to skip joint family is okay, but 9 members no need to mention.
Okay.
Okay. Why you want to do BBA from Christ?
So because I feel that the vision and mission of Christ is not only the academic development of an individual, but also the holistic development of one's personality. So if I'll be a part of Christ, I would it would not only nurture my academic skills, but also grow my personality as a whole and holistically develop my character to be a better person. As then I would be in a better position to give back to the society or to the university.
Okay. Will you be able to adjust in Bangalore? Have you been to Bangalore before?
No, sir, but I've been to several other places and I've had 1 or 2 solo trips. So I believe that I would be I would be able to adjust myself and I would be able to live on my own.
Which south state you have visited?
So Goa.
Yeah, that is Western.
Achha.
So
South.
any southern state?
No, I've not
Okay.
visited as of yet, but I would love to. explore
Okay.
southern tourism.
Okay. Which other options other than Christ you are trying?
Sir, actually not prepared. अगर आप बता पाओ उसमें क्या बोलना है.
Okay. आज क्लास में हमने कवर किया था. You can mention NM, Narsimonji, and Symbiosis,
ठीक है.
and don't mention IMs at this stage.
ठीक है sir.
And if they ask you which one will you prefer, NM Mumbai or Symbiosis Pune or Christ Bangalore, so you can share ke sir, at this point all three are very important for me. I'd like to convert all and then take a decision at a later stage once I am selected by all.
Right sir.
If they still tell you, they can tell you a hypothetical situation
Right sir.
that, assume that you have been selected by all the three. Then you should
Okay.
mention Christ Bangalore. And
Okay.
you mentioned that BBA of Christ Bangalore is the oldest and flagship program of Christ Bangalore. And Christ Bangalore is highly reputed for this program. And I've had my seniors who have done this program from Christ and they are all very happy.
Yes sir.
Similarly, अगर NM का चल रहा होगा तो उधर का positives बताएंगे, जैसे मुंबई, food exposure, industry leaders visiting, placements, etc. Symbiosis होएगा तो पुणे का बताएंगे कि industrial hub, lot of corporates are there, etc.
Yes sir.
Okay. So for the BCom, कब है आपका इंटरव्यू? कल है?
कल है 3:45 PM.
So ratio analysis, what do you know about ratio analysis?
Formula.
हाँ, ratio analysis. What is ratio analysis as per you?
Ratio analysis is analyzing a company, analyzing partners' ratio and their share in a company through several formulas.
You revise major ratios. I'm not going to get into detail here. We discussed them in the class today, and I asked a very important question, which many times it is asked. Okay, why cash flow statement is also equally important along with income statement and balance sheet?
The cash flow statement contains of operating, financing, as well as investing activities. So it gives us a brief idea of from balance sheet where to put in all the expenses and incomes, whether it's operating, it's investing, or it's financing. It helps us to identify and classify several expenditures as well as incomes of a business in
Okay.
broadly 3 categories.
Okay, so this is one. So what is the second biggest advantage
of cash flow statement?
It tells us the real liquid position of the company.
Right, sir.
Liquidity position of the company. A company may look very profitable on income statement, but may find a liquidity crunch due to, overdue debtors, huge debtors account, etc.
Yes, sir.
If the sales are booked in March, huge sales, the receivables are going to come in August. So the company will look profitable on paper in the income statement, but cash flow statement will tell us that cash in hand is very less to run the show even for 2 months also.
Right, sir.
So that is why, and another thing we discussed today was that all the you have covered them to a decent extent, that okay, all transfers, etc., even to related parties, incomes from all sources, incomes and expenditures from all sources and expenditures from all on all accounts, including internal
sir.
transfers, are easily visible there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what do you think? What is the current status of Indian economy?
Sir, currently not updated actually to that.
थोड़ा बहुत आप पढ़ लो यार. Not to the depth of IIMs में तो they will ask you even budget. What were your expectations for the budget? What has been missed in the budget, etc. So Indian economy has been on the recovery trajectory post COVID. Our growth is now quite back on stream, around approximately 7% GDP growth. Inflation is approximately 5 to 6 to 7%. It is slightly on a higher side, but still decent. Fiscal deficit slightly on a higher side, but still not very high. So economy is in the recovery phase right now from the shock we suffered due to COVID lockdown for 1.5 year. And Indian economy, you can share, is very strong and robust because Indian economy is a self-sustaining, self-consuming economy. We depend very less on the exports at present. So
Right, sir.
when there is a slowdown or a recession worldwide, this self-sustaining nature of our economy, self-consuming nature of our economy helps us. On normal days, if you are having a higher share of exports in the world trade, it helps you. You earn dollars. Trade balances situation is balanced or not very negative. But if on in such scenario where the whole world is slowing down, and if you have a less share of exports, then your dependence on exports is less, so you don't suffer a lot. So right now the world, China, Russia, USA, Europe, African countries, they are not growing very fast. They are right now towards slowdown mode.
Right, sir.
So India, being a self-sustaining, self-consuming economy, is very strong and will be able to, grow at a decent level, and is not likely to go into recession even if other economies go into recession. So अगर इसका कुछ भी थोड़ा बहुत बोल दिया तो बहुत बढ़िया हो जाएगा.
ठीक है.
So government has allocated huge amount. Figure is not in front of me. I think 10 lakh crore or something towards infrastructure development. Just check the bullet points for the budget. 4 or 5 bullet points. Major allocations. Out of major allocations, a huge allocation towards infrastructure and development of capital investment. Figure is not in front of me. It could be near 10 lakh crore or something like that.
Right, sir.
And then huge impetus on highways, construction, all these sectors. They require steel, and they generate a lot of employability. So what? So you said you participated in state level in which game?
In swimming.
Swimming. So are you continuing with it?
Yes, sir. Actually, currently, I just started my swimming 1 week back, but as I met with an accident yesterday, so I would not be able to continue it for say 15 days. But yeah, I'll be soon joining back.
And you have participated till state level?
In swimming, yes, sir. But this year, I see myself performing in the nationals.
Very good, very good. So where do you, what kind of, competition you participate? There are meters, na? 100 meter, 200 meter, like
Sir, I
that.
participated in 1500 meters freestyle.
1500 meters, okay.
Yes, sir.
And how you compare with the current record holders in your age and category for this?
So honestly, I wasn't able to beat their record, but I was better than I was a year ago. So I see myself competing with myself. I believe in improving my performance, as it would definitely lead me into the nationals one day.
Very good, very good. So if you come to Christ, I think this ambition of yours can take a setback.
No, sir. I believe I will be able to manage both the academics as well as my passion at a decent level. Nothing would be compromised, neither my studies nor my sports.
थोड़ा ना इसका Christ का you read on their website about sports, what encouragement they give. They also have a sports committee.
Okay.
So they also may be having a swimming pool. If not, at least if they have a sports committee, then they will help you, and you will bring laurel to their university also. There are inter-university competitions. I'll participate. उस तरफ भी ले जा सकते हो इसको.
ठीक है.
ठीक है. कहेगा ना अगर क्राइस्ट का तो कहना सर I have seen you have a sports committee, and I have seen that Christ encourages overall development. So I think I'll be able to balance both together. And once I do great at national level, it will bring laurels to my university, Christ University also. And I'll also be participating in. I love to participate in inter-university competitions also and bring laurels to my college.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Other than swimming, what are your hobbies?
Sir, I like to express myself on stage through stand-up comedy and acting.
Okay. So what do you think, what is most important aspect for a stand-up comedian? What he must understand to be a good comedian?
He must understand how to take negative feedback, as most of our jokes do not land well. They often bomb. There's not a laughter every time you go on the stage. You have to accept that fact, and you have to keep improving your jokes after taking the feedback of the audience, whether it's positive, whether it's negative. One should not lose his confidence.
So I think, okay, understood. You are saying feedback is very important.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think most important in my view is being the ability to connect with the audience.
Yes, sir. That too. Actually, you see, stand-up comedy has different variations. One's observational comedy, one's anecdotal comedy. So I usually do anecdotal comedy that's narrating my own stories. So somewhere or the other, people do connect to that.
Yeah. So point is whether it is by telling the stories or by talking
Telling
on
observations.
subjects which are common with many people.
Yes,
So
sir.
the most important aspect of a stand-up comedian success is ability to connect with his audience, which is there in
Yes,
front of him.
you're right, sir.
So and for that he needs to understand what is something which is common to majority of the audience,
Audience, yes, sir.
and he should pick and talk on such things which is liked by many of them.
Yes, sir.
So he
I
needs
agree.
to first see what is the demography, whether it is most of the audience sitting in front of him is below 35 years of age, or it is
Yes, sir.
middle age group, 45 to 50, etc., etc. And
Yes, sir.
by just judging these things, he has to
Right,
choose
sir.
his language, words, his examples as per the audience which is in front of him. So I think it starts from there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, after BBA, what would you like to do?
Sir, I see myself working in one of the 500 Fortune companies, gaining experience, and then later on using that skill set into my father's business and taking it to next level.
So do you know any of the Fortune 500 companies? Can you name 2, 3 for us?
Apple, Infosys, Deloitte.
Okay, Apple, Deloitte is there, which comes for recruitment at Christ, but Apple doesn't come. And out of Fortune 500, you just check their placement record here.
ठीक है sir.
So if you want to work for post your BBA, rather than mentioning Fortune 500, you mentioned 2, 3 companies' name. I'd like to work with few top companies which come for recruitment at your good campus. Like 2-3 नाम बोल देना.
ठीक है sir.
जो उधर आती हैं, जैसे Deloitte, etc.
ठीक है sir.
And then they like to from there they will it is difficult for them to poke further questions.
ठीक है sir.
And then you share. I like to work for a one of the top companies which comes there for 2 to 3 years, and then I may like to join back my father's business, or I may go for MBA in the long run.
ठीक है.
Okay. So, which field of management is your favorite area? Like when they ask you this, then it means finance, marketing, HR, etc.
Right, marketing.
Okay. Why marketing is liked by you?
Because I'm a people's person. I like to interact with other people, and I like to note down and pin down their observations, so that it would help me a lot.
What is the which latest ad on TV has touched you, and why?
The latest ad, it was of American Tourist backpack, ad by Virat Kohli, because he saw how different natives and different people from all over the world love to travel, and how they require the suitcase of American Tourist.
Okay. Any other?
Ad on consumer.
How that ad could have been even better or improved?
It could have been improved if they not only focused on just one promoter, that's Virat Kohli. They should have shown a lot of locals around him. That ad only focuses him on that location. They could have also brought in some locals of that particular place.
What else? Think.
That ad.
Other than adding some locals, what else should have been, should there in
They
the
should have also
ad?
promoted tourism, whereas as in promoting places.
No. I think, in my opinion, some product features should have also been mentioned.
Right.
Like durability of the of the product. They have talked vacations. They have talked about roam here and there and take a bag, and that is American. Take the bag of American tourists. But they have not said how this bag is superior than others.
Right.
In terms of, quality, they could have shown that it fell from a distance, from a height, still it did not break. And the locks are very good. They give warranty. If the lock gets spoiled, the digital lock gets spoiled, or the number lock gets spoiled, you can go back and get it changed from the company till 5 years. Some those kind of things which are the key distinguisher of their product. Light in weight. So maybe it could have been shown that when someone else was taking his bag for check-in, his bag was 700 grams more, or 1 kg more heavier than this, the American tourist bag. And when during handling, the others could break, this did not break. High reliable plastic, etc., etc. High reliability or strength plastic. So something in most of the ads, if you don't talk anything or if you don't focus at all on the product, I think the real purpose gets defeated.
Yes, sir.
The purpose is not just to promote tourism. Purpose is not just to promote that you should buy a bag. Purpose is also that you should buy American tourist bag.
Right, sir.
So the product features, product USPs are also critical, which were not at all highlighted in this ad. Okay, think in this way, creatively, and I'll try to post some of the BCom or commerce related questions which are asked in the IIMS interviews. They will be applicable when you give interview for IIM Indore, IIM Rohtak, or Jammu, etc. At this stage, only ratio analysis, little bit of brushing of your depreciation. They ask the kinds of depreciation methods, straight line, what are the advantages, pros and cons, then written down value, what are the pros and cons. Just go through these. Just glance through your accounts book, business studies. 4 P's of marketing, can you tell? Or 5 P's of marketing?
Product, place, people, price, charge, I guess.
Price, and then placement, and then packaging. A lot of P's have come in. Right. So you can even if and they can ask you which is most important out of all these P's.
It's people, because through research and development you have to develop a product for the people. As in today's market, there's a variety in each of the sections of the product, so the consumer gets a choice. So if you focus on people, then your product could stand out from other competitors, and then it should show you growth.
You have to take them together. I think more important than people is product.
Sorry?
What is the product you are offering?
Right, sir.
The people covered in this are normally people who sell it, normally people who are involved in the distribution, normally people who buy it. Yes, they are important, but if the product is not strong, you cannot, even if the people are the best to sell it, even if the campaign, marketing, packaging, pricing, etc., is very good, you give it at 1/3 price, 1/4 price. If the product is not very strong, it won't click.
Right.
So everything revolves around. You can sell a poor product once or twice, but never thrice. And you cannot, get repeat customers for a normal or average product.
Okay.
So that is why, as per my understanding, product is the most important factor. Okay, so just brush a little bit about marketing, your ratio analysis, financial terms, then depreciation methods, etc., etc.
Right.
Okay, and overall your confidence is good. Smile a bit during the interview. Yeah, so look into the front side. Yeah, this is better now. So everything looks good to me. Just smile a little bit more. Be relaxed. Don't worry. होएगा नहीं होएगा तो अपने को इससे अच्छा बहुत मिलेगा.
ठीक है sir.
If your introduction was good, only thing you needed to skip that 9 members, and this part was good. The sports activity, national level competition, etc. And you have a very good interest in management, etc. All that was very good.
Right, sir.
So everything.
Joint only makes line skip कर दी थी. I said that now कि there are 9 members in my family. आगे एक line थी about my strengths and weakness. That being from a joint family, I learn the value and importance of relations, from which I derive one of my strongest characters of my personality, that is emotional attachment.
Leave this, in my opinion.
छोड़ दो, ठीक है.
Stay with your, if they ask you strengths and weaknesses, there you bring them.
ठीक है sir.
But otherwise, stay with what you have done in your +2, the school activities, or extracurriculars, what you have been participating, state level competitions, etc., etc. And from there, interest in business and management, and that's why you want to do this program, etc.
Right sir.
Maximum it should be 40 seconds to 50 seconds,
Seconds. ठीक है.
which is the way it will be.
Right sir.
And then let them ask you where they want to ask you. अच्छा होगा, don't worry.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
अच्छा,
So-
extempore के लिए मैंने एक हाँ बोलो.
Sir, what should I mention about my injury, the accident that I had yesterday? कि मैं ऐसे बैठा हूँ,
No need to mention in the introduction.
हाँ जी.
No need to mention. If they ask you anything you want, no need to share because it is just a minor one.
ठीक है.
We don't need to bring it up
ठीक है.
because they are not going to come to know about it because the interview takes place up to this level.
हाँ जी.
So no need to mention.
ठीक है.
छोटी मोटी चोटें लगती रहती है, टेंशन नहीं.
अगर वो पूछे कि यहाँ बैकग्राउंड चेंज करो, वो should I then?
क्या बच्चे?
अगर वो बोले कि बैकग्राउंड चेंज करो या
No. Then you can mention.
ठीक है.
कहेगा नहीं, ठीक है, decent है.
राइट सर.
हाँ, बस वो कर्टन्स इधर तक एंड तक
वो हो
कर दे.
जाएंगे, वो हो जाएंगे. हाँ जी.
That will be okay, no problem. Don't worry about.
राइट सर.
और एक चीज आई थी दिमाग में.
एक्सटेम्पोर कुछ बोल रहे थे आप.
हाँ, यस. तो वो माइक्रो प्रेजेंटेशन का अगर टॉपिक देंगे आज, एक मैंने वो डाली है, क्या कहते हैं, ऑडियो में से डाला है, उसको सुना है?
नहीं, मैं देख लेता हूँ, ग्रुप चेक कर
यार ये गलत बात है. उसको भी सुन लो, एक 2 घंटे की वीडियो है क्राइस्ट वाली, उसको भी सुन लो, काफी कुछ उसमें मिल जाएगा.
राइट सर.
कैसे ही वो आपको कोई टॉपिक देंगे, आई थिंक दे विल टेल यू 2 or 3 टॉपिक्स टू चूज वन फ्रॉम इट.
हाँ जी.
तो जहां अपने को लगेगा अपने को कंटेंट अच्छा है या टॉपिक अच्छा है, उसको पिक कर लो.
ठीक है.
Then they will tell you 1 minute to think about it, and then look at it from various angles, like origin of the topic.
ठीक है.
ये टॉपिक कहाँ से आ रहा है, बैकग्राउंड क्या है, रशिया यूक्रेन वॉर. तो यूक्रेन और रशिया का मेन कॉन्फ्लिक्ट पॉइंट था क्रीमिया, रेफरेंडम, रशिया यूक्रेन बैकिंग आउट फ्रॉम द रेफरेंडम व्हेन इट वेंट इन द फेवर ऑफ रशिया, एंड from there the cold war was already on, and then the further things happen. They are all origin of the topic, kahan se aa raha hai.
ठीक है.
And then politically, then culturally, then socially, then psychologically, then systems point of view, then solutions, legally, technically, all these angles से देखोगे कोई ना कोई points मिल जाएंगे.
मिल जाएंगे.
तो ये सारे, ये उसमें पीपीटी में 80% कवर्ड है. बाकी कुछ नए हैं, जैसे आज मैंने बताया था, साइकोलॉजी एंगल, सिस्टम्स, सॉल्यूशंस, लीगली, टेक्निकली, कल्चरली. तो ये सब देख के, इन एंगल से देख के ओरिजिन से स्टार्ट करो. 2 मिनट अगर वो देंगे तो 10 से 15 से 20 सेकंड ओरिजिन पे बात करो. फिर 30 to 40 to 50 सेकंड्स करंट के कोई 2 पॉइंट्स पे बात करो. और एंड में हो सके तो 30 सेकंड्स के करीब सॉल्यूशंस पे बात करो फ्यूचर के लिए. अगर इस तरह का हो गया एक्सटेम्पोर, तो इट विल बी वेरी गुड. I think this video is, internet is again disconnected, so time is also over. So all the best to everyone. God bless. I'll try to share its recording tomorrow. All the best, dear Arnav. God bless.